along with their adorable little baby.
How y'all doing?
Here, could you hold that and record it?
Can I record it?
All right. All right. This is my daughter, Jean, or my wife, Jean, and my daughter, Baby Grace. Thank y'all for having us today. This is a very special day because it highlights the most important person that ever lived on this earth, and that's Jesus Christ. Just want to give a brief kind of testimony a little bit. Grew up going to church in a family that always made sure I was there, but didn't grow up loving Jesus. And it wasn't until 2002, at a thing called PAO, that I really became saved and gave my life up on that day. Which is Professional Athletes Outreach. It's a great program where we can get together with our families and go and worship and learn about God, and it's just a great time. But I'll tell you what it has done for me the most is given me an incredible sense of self-worth. Knowing that I'm here serving such a purpose. We've been given such a great platform here, and I just want to strive to do the best I can to pass the word on to Jesus Christ, and I didn't want to miss that opportunity today, so thank you very much for having me.
As so often on Christian Family Day, that many of the Cardinal players come out and speak and actually ask if they can come out and speak. And many years, some of the visiting players from the other team come out and want to give their testimony. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a warm St. Louis welcome for all-star first baseman from the San Diego Padres, Adrian Gonzalez.
Thank you. A couple days ago, before the All-Star game, I was sent a text by the chaplain for us in San Diego and said that they were going to have this here, and that Albert was going to approach me and ask me if I wanted to speak. And for me, anytime I get a chance to spread the word and talk about what Jesus has done in my life, it's an opportunity for me to take advantage of it. And it's just a privilege for me to be out here. My story, my testimony, and when I grew up, we would go to church, but we would go and it was kind of like a check off the checklist, and we're good. We can go away, leave church, and do whatever we want to do the rest of the week until next Sunday, and then we go to church, spend an hour there, and we're good again. But when growing up, I wasn't living a good life. I was living in sin. And when my wife and I, my beautiful wife and I, sitting over there, we got married. We decided that for us, we needed to have a foundation, and we need to have something that we could base our lives on. And we had a couple of great teammates with us in AAA that led us to Christ. And ever since then, it's been an unbelievable change in our lives and the way we live and the way we think. And we're very grateful for every person that's been with us along the way that has taught us a little bit about Christ. And the way it's changed my life, I really like to talk about, in San Diego, we got a beach, and we love it. And, I like the wave runner, which is like a motorcycle on the water. If you're stranded in the middle of the ocean, and you're in the wave runner, and you're all by yourself, you got no way of knowing north from south, east from west, and you have no clue where you're going. And that was my life before I got to know Christ. I was just moving around, I was driving in the ocean, and I had no direction, nowhere to go, and it was all about me. But when I took Jesus into my life, I told him, yeah, take a back seat, and that was good. But at the same time, I was still driving, and there was still no direction. He was just kind of in the back going like, hey, let me drive, I know where we're going. But at the same time, my pride and my self-indulgence didn't want to do that because I wanted to have control of my life. But not until about 2 years ago, I told him, you know what, you take control, because me trying to take control is not doing it. And ever since then, my life is going in the right direction. I know my path to salvation, and it's been an unbelievable change in the way I think, the way I I live out, you know, being on the baseball field, that's a privilege for us. All we can do is try to spread the word and live for Christ, because everything we're able to do on the field or outside of the field is because He wants us to do it. He has a special plan for every single one of us, and you know, I just wanted to share that with you, and it's made a huge difference in my life. So if there's anybody out here that hasn't given their life to Christ, I really encourage you to give your life to Christ, because it's the only way to live, and it'll definitely make a great difference in your life. Thank you.